There'll be days when you feel like giving up, days when it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and the energy to get through it all is just gone. You might not feel like talking to anyone or like you have the strength to even get out of bed. And I want you to know that this is completely normal. It's something that many of us experience, even if it doesn't always look like that on the outside. Not everyone is meant to be a social butterfly or the life of the party. And it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking you are supposed to be constantly happy, always busy, always achieving, or always around people. But the truth is, that's just not the reality for most of us. We're all different, and that's okay. It's okay to not have everything figured out. It's okay to feel lost sometimes. If you are in a season of life where you feel unsure, uncertain, or like you've lost your way, please know you're not alone. Almost everyone has been there. I know I have been there, and I'm sure many people you look up to or admire have been there too. It's a part of the journey. You see, life isn't a straight path. It's more like a winding road with unexpected twists and turns, and sometimes those detours take us to places we never thought we'd be. And while it can be disorienting, it's important to remember that those moments of uncertainty don't mean you're lost forever. They mean you're growing. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the pressure to have everything figured out, especially when it feels like the world around you is moving so quickly. Social media, the expectations from others, the comparisons, we get bombarded with the idea that we should always be on or always be achieving something. But in reality, we all go through periods of uncertainty. It's completely human to feel lost, and it doesn't define you. I've found that when I feel lost, it often means I'm on the verge of something new. It's like a moment of pause, a moment of reflection before the next chapter. It's uncomfortable, yes, but it's also an opportunity to reassess, to dig deeper into what truly matters to me, and to begin figuring out who I am outside of external expectations. If you're feeling this way right now, I want to offer you a piece of advice. Give yourself permission to be where you are. You don't need to have it all figured out today or tomorrow. It's okay to take your time. Life is not a race, and there is no set timeline for when you should have it all together. Everyone has their own pace, and it's important to honor that. It might help to take small steps toward reconnecting with yourself. When I have been in a place where everything feels unclear, sometimes the best thing I can do is slow down and breathe. It might sound really simple, but there is power in taking a moment to just be. Disconnecting from the rush and pressure of the outside world can give you the space to listen to your own inner voice. You could try journaling, meditation, going for a quiet walk in the nature, or just sitting with your thoughts. These practices don't necessarily give you all the answers right away, but they help create the space for clarity to emerge. The truth is, sometimes we find the answers not by forcing them, but by being patient and letting them unfold in their own time. Another thing I've learned is to lean into the discomfort. I know it's not easy, but when you feel lost, it's often because you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You're expanding, evolving, and that growth can feel messy at times. And that's okay. It's the part of the process. So instead of avoiding the feeling of being lost, try to embrace it. Let it be a sign that you are on the edge of something really new. If you're struggling right now, I want you to hear this. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to not know exactly where you are going or what you want. You are still valid, still worthy, and still whole, even in your uncertainty. Your worth is not determined by your achievements, your social life, or how quickly you seem to be figuring things out. You're worthy simply because you exist. And finally, don't forget that this feeling of being lost is temporary. Just like the seasons change, so will your current situation. The fog will lift, the path will become clearer, and in time, you will look back at this moment and realize how far you've come. It's the part of the journey, and even though it doesn't feel like it now, this moment is important for your growth. So, if you're feeling lost today, know that you're not alone. Take a deep breath, be kind to yourself, and remember that you don't need to have everything figured out right now. Life will unfold in its own time. Your story is still being written, and there's no rush whatsoever. You're exactly where you need to be, and it's okay to not have all the answers. Just keep moving forward, even if it's one small step at a time. If you found comfort in this message, I hope it brings you peace as you continue your journey. You are enough, just as you are. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourself. Love you.